Coming up on Torrance Today, local, regional, and state leaders visit 3290 Temporary Housing Village. Looking for a safe spot for your team to hang out? The Attic is having an open house, and the largest volunteer day on the planet returns this weekend, and it's not too late to get involved. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, September 13th. I hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's our first story. 3290 Temporary Housing Village received a special visit from state and local leaders yesterday. Attorney General Rob Bonta, LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn, Assemblymember Elmer Atsuchi, State Senator Stephen Bradford, and others spent part of the day touring the village. Afterwards, they participated in a roundtable discussion about the homeless court program that the leaders hope to launch in Torrance this November. The program would bring court settings into communities complete with all the legal resources needed. Its purpose is to provide low-level unhoused offenders with supportive services instead of making them pay expensive fines and fees. Supervisor Hahn says the court would work together with the temporary housing village to help residents turn their lives around. And her office has provided $240,000 in funding for the first year of the city's homeless court program. Attorney General Rob Bonta says California's homelessness crisis affects everyone, and we need innovative solutions like this program to solve it. The Torrance City Council meets tonight to conduct city business. Several items are on the agenda, including a proclamation declaring September 2022 as National Preparedness Month, an observance that raises awareness of the importance of preparing for disasters and emergencies that could happen at any time. A Torrance baseball team will also be recognized for making it to the finals in the 2022 Pinto West Zone World Series. And the Community Development Director will recommend that City Council conduct a public hearing and adopt an ordinance amending the Torrance Municipal Code by establishing a mobile home rent stabilization. The public is invited to the council chambers tonight. It's located at 3031 Torrance Boulevard, and the meeting begins at 6:30 p.m. Virtual participation is still an option for those who are not comfortable meeting in person. Just email council meeting public comment at torranceca.gov before the meeting begins. You can watch the meeting live on our website, YouTube, Facebook, and of course, right here on Torrance City Cable. The Attic Teen Center will open its doors to the public tomorrow, introducing our community to its wide-ranging services. The open house takes place from 4 to 6 p.m. Visitors can tour the facility, meet the staff, and find out what the center has to offer this year. The Attic is a place for high school students to get away from their everyday routines. The center provides a drop-in program for 14 to 18-year-olds in Torrance. The Attic Teen Center is located at 2320 West Carson Street. The biggest volunteer day of the year is coming up. Coastal Cleanup Day returns on Saturday, September 17th. It will be Team Torrance's 25th year cleaning up the beach, and the city is partnering with the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce to maximize their efforts to keep our ocean and our water source healthy. The first 200 volunteers who register will receive a commemorative 25th anniversary t-shirt, and all volunteers have a chance to win a prize just by posting photos from the event on social media. Coastal Cleanup Day is a coordinated effort with the Ocean Conservancy, the California Coastal Commission, the LA Department of Beaches and Harbors, and Heal the Bay. To participate, go to torranceca.gov/coastal cleanup and come on out to Miramar Park, located at 201 Paseo de la Playa, at 10 a.m. LA County confirmed the nation's first reported death due to monkeypox. It happened on Monday, and public health officials say the individual was severely immunocompromised and had been in the hospital prior to the fatal outcome. Public health experts say deaths from monkeypox are extremely rare and mainly affect babies, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems, such as from HIV. Globally, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported 18 deaths, not counting this recent one. That's out of 58,000 cases worldwide. So far, the U.S. counted more than 22,000 cases of probable or confirmed monkeypox. California has the most cases at 4,300. Public health officials urge those who are severely immunocompromised who suspect they have monkeypox to seek medical care and treatment early and remain under the care of a provider during their illness. As the cooler months approach, the California Department of Public Health urges residents to get their flu shot. In our state, flu activity begins to increase at the end of November and into December. So health experts say getting the shot by the end of October can help protect you and your loved ones in time for the holiday season. Officials recommend the annual flu vaccination to everyone 6 months and older, especially those who may be at higher risk. That includes people 65 years and older, smokers, individuals with underlying medical conditions, pregnant women, children less than 5 years old, and employees who work in the public. You can make an appointment for a flu shot through your healthcare provider, physician's office, or select pharmacies. To find a location near you, visit vaccines.gov/find-vaccines. Well, despite the falling gas prices, inflation still rose last month. The Consumer Price Index shows inflation went up by 0.1% in August and grew 8.3% year over year. Economists expected an 8.1% increase amid some falling prices related to gas and select grocery items. The overall cost of food jumped by more than 11%, which was the highest increase since 1979. Next week, the Federal Reserve will hold a meeting where an announcement is expected to be made regarding a third consecutive 0.75 interest rate to fight inflation. President Joe Biden responded to today's report saying overall prices have been essentially flat in our country for the past 2 months, a welcome news for American families, but with more work still left to do. He also added that gas prices declined while real wages climbed up. And speaking of rising costs, every little bit of saving matters, and the LA Department of Public Social Services encourages families to take advantage of the expanded child tax credit. They say although the tax season has ended, it's not too late for families to still claim the tax benefits they qualify for due to the expansion of the federal child tax credit. The American Rescue Plan made it possible for families that may not normally file taxes or have no recent income to receive the full child tax credit amount. One household can receive up to $3,600 for each child under 6 years old and up to $3,000 for each child between the ages of 6 and 17 if you file before mid-November. Anyone with a child who is a minor and has a Social Security number in their household can receive the credit even if the applicants themselves do not have a Social Security number. The Department of Public Services hopes more families will sign up for the credit and will be better able to understand how they can receive it when filing next year's taxes. The Biden administration is sending $1 billion in federal grants to industries across the nation, and a portion is headed to our state. The grants will go towards biotech clean energy, farming, manufacturing, and more to 21 regional partnerships nationwide. The 21 were chosen out of 529 initial applicants, hoping for grants that were part of last year's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package. The Central Valley Community Foundation in California will receive $65 million for farm production improvements. The money is for the F3 Fresno Merced Future of Food project, aimed at accelerating the integration of technology and skills in the region's agricultural industry and to improve productivity and job quality for existing farm workers to create a sustainable food system. The Fresno Merced region is responsible for 25% of the country's food supply. The foundation also plans to use the money to invest in 3,000 minority farmers, loaning them money and giving them support to grow their businesses. The group also plans to create curriculum at local community colleges that would teach farm workers the skills needed to get higher paying jobs in agriculture technology. Other portions of the $1 billion grant will go towards a robotics cluster in Nebraska, artificial intelligence in Georgia, lithium-based battery development in New York, and West Virginia to shift from coal to solar power. The government will pay out on a rolling 5-year period as reimbursements. Well, still ahead, it's Torrance Tuesday, and we'll introduce you to a business owner who is being inducted into a unique Hall of Fame when we come back in 60 seconds.
Owen, let's talk for a second.
Hi, Ellen. Come on in.
When you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
It'll come to you.
It won't.
We had a lot to learn about each other. A lot. Hey, looks good. Things were changing so quickly. We didn't know what the future would hold. Any of us. I just wish he felt more at home now. But we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Torrance Tuesday, we want to introduce you to a small business owner named Robert Van Lingen. He is the president of Van Lingen Towing, a third-generation towing and recovery company right here in Torrance. He took over the company after his father, and now his sons run the day-to-day operations. Van Lingen grew up in the industry, and he will be inducted into the International Towing and Recovery Hall of Fame as part of a group of 10 towing and recovery leaders. He created a standard for police impound operations and facilities that is used worldwide and introduced a safer and more efficient way of uprighting overturned sea containers known around the world as the Van Lingen method. He supports many organizations, including the California Tow Truck Association, the YMCA, and the Volunteer Center South Bay Harbor. When speaking about his Hall of Fame nomination, Van Lingen says it is an unbelievable honor and is humbled by what he calls a generational honor. He will be celebrated on October 8th in Chattanooga, Tennessee at a special induction ceremony featuring towing legends from around the world. Congratulations on your well-deserved recognition. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.